Howdy y'all, welcome back to another video of getting outdoors. And today I am replanting some plants and taking care of some weeding. So it's been, I guess, a couple weeks since I actually have been out here. And let me kind of show you a couple different things that just kind of came to my mind today. Let me get over this fence here so I don't fall down. So as some of you know, I've got two different gardens. So that is what I call inside garden, and that is doing really good. And then I've got the outside garden. As you can tell, the inside garden over here, that's a raised bed. So I took it from the actual lawn and I think these are 12-inch boards that are on there right now. You can kind of see the board right there. And so we did, we've had years, about 5 years now, of new dirt, compost, and just good stuff going in there. And then a couple seasons ago, I decided I wanted to expand out into here. So this is in ground, not raised. I came in here with my tractor, tilled it up, and then brought in some good soil and mixed it all together. And last year it seemed to do okay, but this year we've had a lot of rain. And what that has done is it has killed the plants. So in here we've got all kinds of, this is kind of where I grow my bigger, viney things. So our cucumbers, okra is in here this year, watermelon, cantaloupe, but also put in a couple of tomato plants and some bell peppers down in here. But what I wanted to kind of show you was that when you're looking at an area of, do I go in ground? Do I go raised beds? Do I go potted? Well, I guess it really depends on what your base soil is. And I was hoping that with the couple yards of dirt that I brought in, that was good dirt, was going to help with the clay here. Well, it doesn't. And so as I dig down, and I only get down probably maybe 4 or 5 inches, it is hard clay. So the water, when it comes in, it will just sit there. And that's what has killed most of the plants. And that's why I've got bags of other plants that I'm replanting. But instead of just going through, stupid does, instead of doing it all over again, I went ahead and got some bags. And what I'm going to do is kind of, like you do with watermelon or cantaloupe, mounting those up. Well, I'm going to do that again with that. But also, I've got some cucumbers and I think a couple tomato plants. And I'm just going to build up that soil around just that part. Leave everything to spare where I don't need it. And then next season, I'm going to bring in just more dirt and then basically make it a raised bed from there. I'm not going to till it in. I'm just going to come in and put in probably about 8 inches of good soil right on top of what I have right now. So I'm going to get on that, but also want to kind of show you, I'm looking for, because I came out yesterday for some weeds. Oh, here. So again, let me show you what the advantage is of having a Ruth Stout style garden. And again, Ruth Stout style garden, all that is a deep mulch garden. So you can see here that we've got some deep mulch. Look at that's, and look how wet that is down in there. But you can see here, going through this and leaving it alone for a week, 2 weeks, well, it starts growing some weeds. But the good thing is that when I pull it up, it's easy to just pull right up, and then I just leave it, just lay, and then let it compost itself. So hopefully that kind of shows you one of the reasons well, actually I just showed you two reasons. One, you saw how moist it was underneath that hay, and that hasn't rained since, I guess, Monday or Tuesday, and here it is on Saturday. So it is keeping moisture there and that's not just in this bed, but also in the raised bed too. So hopefully you have a great week, and I will come right back actually and show you what I've planted and how that has come along. I just want to show you something real quick. Sorry for the sunglasses. It's now bright and sunny out here. But I'm sitting down in the upper garden or inside garden and have a new plant that I have here. And the reason that I got this larger plant today, I actually got two of them, tomato plants, is because my wife loves cherry tomatoes. And I've got probably 3 other cherry tomato plants, but as you can see, that's how high they are right now, which they're going to be great. They're going to turn out just fine, but I wanted to get a jump start on things and get these going here. So this was, I think, like $15 for a big, it comes in a big plant. And I'll show you what the other one was. Just it's a one sitting over there, and those will start producing. It's actually got tomatoes already on it, and so those are going to start producing here very soon. Our growing season in the spring turns it could be real short if it turns very, very hot, getting into summertime. So I wanted to get some production, and I don't have a greenhouse, don't have a way to get the bigger plants to where I can get them and plant it right now. So if I'm buying a plant that is in one of the little containers for now $2.50, $3, something like that, but I can get a bigger plant for $15. It's worth it, to me, to go ahead and get this thing established and really get started here. So I'll get back to planting. All right, while I'm digging this hole out here in the outside garden, let me show you real quick kind of what I'm talking about with this clay. So as you see, we've got some deep mulch. There's leaves, stuff. You see that stuff is just really, really wet, right? And it's good. Except that it has nowhere for that moisture to go except sit there on top of this clay. So you can see here how coming from that leaf going down to the clay, right there, kind of where that stick is, right below that is clay, and that is pretty much dry right there, and going all the way down to the bottom here. And so that's basically sitting on top of concrete. So what I'm going to do is I've got some soil, some garden soil. I put it down into the bottom here, lifting this up a little bit, and I've made a hole much bigger than what the plant is needed. And so I'm going to now put this, showed you the big plant that we are putting in for a tomato plant, so it's not just a starter. So I'm going to put it down in here and fill around it with the rest of that soil a little bit higher than what it normally is, and hopefully it will have some way for the water to kind of drain off and not just sit on the roots right here. All right, I've got such bad ADD. It's like making a speech and then all of a sudden just seeing a white light out in the audience and you just fixate on it. So I'm only halfway through planting out there. You can see I actually got the mounds for the cantaloupe and watermelon going out there. But I thought while I'm at it, I need to go ahead and put in the cages. Remember, so I've got a video called Mega Tomato Cages, and show you how to exactly build those. But since this one here It's already kind of falling over a little bit. I need to go ahead and cage it up. And then I figured, hey, while I'm doing that, I'm going to do this little trellis over here with this cattle panel for the cucumbers that just got planted. So let's see how that turns out. All right, well, looks like we got that taken care of in short order. So again, we got the mega tomato cages. So these are also on T-posts here, and you see I've left this much up above because guess what? I expect these to grow up probably about 8 feet, and these are only 4 feet tall. So that's going to be able to go up another 4 feet on top of that there. And then here's the new trellis. I have never done this, seen it done, and pretty cool. I can fit, I'm 6'1", 6'2". Well, I was 6'2", and then I got old, and now I'm only 6'1". So anyways, I've got one T-post on this side, and then one T-post on that side. Let me know down in the comments if you think I need to do T-posts on all 4 corners of this. Like I said, I've seen it done, but I don't think I've ever paid attention of exactly how they secured it down with their T-posts. If it was done on all 4, I think all 2, you know, just on the corners will take care of it. Got some zip ties on there. Got some awesome lettuce. Need to come out here and cut that for some dinner tonight. But back in here, you see I've got the Boston pickling cucumbers planted in there. See a nice little hole. And there, you think, whoa, that's way down there. Well, that's because it's all that mulch. It's from over the winter pushed away. And so that's going to give it a good base. So that's going to climb there up this trellis. I've got a few more on this side here. And guess what? They'll just climb up our gate here, or sorry, our fence. But I'm going to come back and plant on this side some more cucumbers, maybe some peas in there also, and let it grow up. So, all right, back to the mud pit over there. Okay, well, there it is for today. We've got everything put in and planted. Got some more hay put down. Got a little bit more to put over there. And then we'll be all done. Got my bucket here of go-go juice right there. A little secret concoction that will make this stuff really, really grow. So y'all have a good weekend, good week, and we'll keep on gardening. Don't forget to like and subscribe, hit the bell, so that way you'll be able to be notified the next time that we have a video put up.